Welcome back, guys. Today we're going to be talking about what Town Hall 15 v 15 3-star strategies there are right now. What's in the meta? And that's just a fancy way of saying what works in this current setup in the game, balance-wise and whatnot, what's popular, etc. So we're going to break down 3 war attacks today, guys. All Town Hall 15 v 15 3-stars in my CWL. I've been wanting to know from a personal note, because I'm getting back into my Town Hall 15, what strategies I should be working on. And I think this will be useful information, not just for me, but for you guys. And so we're going to get into and show 3 strategies, or 3 attacks anyway, from 3 different people, and breaking down how it works and what the armor composition is and everything. And at the end of it, if there's another strategy that you use or that you've seen used that works, that we don't cover, post it down below in the comments. Give us some info, not just for me, but for all the viewers in the comment section. Okay, so let's go in and take a gander at this first 3-star. We're halfway through CWL, by the way, so there's going to be more 3-star examples at the end of CWL. If you guys want to see that video, let me know down below in the comments as well. Okay, so Peacekeeper versus Muhammad Ali. This was our very first 3-star, and I'm just going to go ahead and pause the attack right here. I always look at the sweepers. We have sweepers pointing against the eagle. I generally don't attack bases that look like this, just as a general rule. He is using super bowlers. Ooh, this is going to be fun. Okay, let's see how this attack goes. Again, I have not previewed, so I don't know where to start with. So he is starting off with a Warden walk. Very nice. Coconut loon, make sure those lovely healers don't get wrecked. And then you have the, I forget what that thing's called, the catapult thing. And the whole idea here is let's clear out that whole side and create a big, nice funnel. Okay, super wall breaker, broker open that compartment, and there is also a baby dragon forming the funnel on the other side. So everything is working nicely. Flame flinger, that's what that thing's called. All right, and then if I had to guess, I would assume that our super bowlers are about to come in right there, but I might be wrong. I don't use the strategy very often. I never use the strategy, actually. So it's going to be interesting to see how it goes. I'm just going to keep a wide berth on the view so we can watch and wait and see what's about to take place. The Flame Flinger is one of those things where you do have to show a lot of patience, and that is exactly what he's doing right here. There we go. Okay, so the king leading the way with the queen and 6 super bowlers leading the charge. They're all maxed out. We got level 90 king and queen. Level 90. Can you guys believe that's where we're at now? Flame Flinger still working on that side, jump spell and a rage leading this troop all the way through, and no Warden's ability just yet. Another jump spell leading into the clan castle area. There's oh, that's the spell, that's the invisibility spell over there, so they're gonna avoid actually targeting the eagle for a short time. But all right, so the free spell is going to cover the scatter shots. It does not quite cover it. This is kind of a, where things start to kind of spread out midway through the attack. There's a nice rage spell. Looks like the queen is going to come in handy here in a moment. She's taking out the enemy royal champion. The super bowlers are kind of wandering off up to the top. And then there are some hogs that were in the Flame Flinger. Very delayed reaction there for me, going in and wiping out the right-hand side of the base while the super bowlers and heroes wipe out the left side. Royal champion also went with those hogs, all right, and working on the monolith and whatnot. And then there is that royal champion's ability. Very, very nice indeed. So we still have super bowlers that were healed up. They're very, very strong and durable little guys. Big guys. They're actually big. And lastly, it looks like we just have a few cleanup troops. He did not use his headhunter on anything. He probably should have, but maybe there was never a moment where, it was safe, or she was safe. And there is the queen's still up there with her ability. So he just now uses the queen's ability, which is going to tighten things up really nicely, because that means that everything is going to kind of collapse down onto this expo. And poison spell on the expo, is that new meta? It does nothing. Okay, he just had it and felt like using it. So at the end of this attack, look at this, distracting the expo. Queen goes down, but you still have, like, I think all of the super bowlers. So that was like a really, really good 3-star. I'm gonna say it right now. Peacekeeper has been with us a long time. He's a good friend of mine, and very impressive indeed. That was a 3-star using super bowlers. You can see the armament composition there. It is small, but it is powerful. Our next attack is going to be Noob Spookji against Wester in the Los Ponderoso HN clan. And we don't know what this 3-star is going to look like. Okay, so let's pause it. This one, we get a good little combination of super troops in this video. First one was super bowlers. This one looks like it's the super hog rider. I'm not sure if that's what they're called, but that's what we're getting. We're getting hogs. We're getting no healers. Okay, I'm interested. This is a totally different style of attack, guys. Let's see. Oh, let me pause really quickly. The sweeper's pointing up and down. This one is one where I might actually attack this base, because I would come in from this side and wipe out the eagle and the enemy queen with my super wizards and invisibility spells, and then just launch dragon riders right there at that town hall. Probably wouldn't 3-star like Noob Scoobuchi did, but you never know. All right, so there is the Warden. There's a battle blimp. Okay, so this is kind of starting out the way I had originally said I would attack it. Warden's ability, so it makes me wonder if maybe the idea is to take this battle blimp a little further than I would have. Wow. Okay, there we go. Right there onto the sweeper. There's a nice rage super archer, so that's going to damage the town hall from a distance. Very, very nice. And yeah, these super archers are amazing, especially under rage. Like, you really gut the entire base incredibly well like this, and they have a crazy range too. Look at it. They're targeting the town hall from that far away. I mean, that is beautiful, y'all. I've been actually trying to use this strategy, but failing, so I'm going to definitely study this attack and see how things go. But all right, so 32% of the attack and 1 star already in the books, and we're just now starting the actual attack. Okay, so queen following behind a golem. There's a super wall breaker that breaks things open, and another ice golem with a baby dragon to kind of create the funnel there. The king is going to step up and follow behind the queen. The queen, with the poison spell, should take out these mega minions or whatever they're called. I'm so bad at naming the super troops, guys. I'm sorry. All right, so everyone's going to charge ahead. I'm going to back up a little bit because I'm expecting to see the hogs and super hogs eventually. And again, I don't know if that's the right name for them, but yeah. So he's got one of the super hogs and then regular hogs following behind, probably because they're a little bit more beefy, right? And then they turn into a hog rider that's not on a hog. Interesting. I've not even paid attention to that. That's cool. So let me back up again. We get the king and his ability, and I think I just used the queen's ability, or he just used the queen's ability as well down there. So I don't think the heroes are going to stay alive for very much longer. Meanwhile, he is strategically deploying these hogs to where he's actually got cleanup troops as well. That's really, really smart. Queen's gonna maybe die due to the single inferno down there, but maybe it doesn't matter because the hogs and the royal champion are kind of leading the way out there to the right. So I don't know. See, I'm not used to watching these troops, so I don't know if things are going very well or not. All we know is the end result was a 3-star, so I guess things did very well indeed. Single inferno is about to go down. That little super hog rider turns into, it's like a Mr. T running around with golden hair. So beautiful. And then they bounce out, and then they start doing the cleanup thing. So very, very nice. The last defense goes down there, and there's only a few buildings left. There you go. All right, well, we can go ahead and speed up and witness the 3-star. So what is that troop called? I'm gonna look it up right now. But that is the army composition. It even had one of those little apprentices, you know, little like warden, little mini warden guys. Very, very nice. So try that army out as well. All Town Hall 15 attacks seem very complex if you're not used to it anyway. And so that's why those little bit, there's so many different parts and pieces of these strategies. This proves that my clan, Knights of Zion, pretty awesome. If you guys want to join the clan, by the way, make sure you're high level, and you may join through the Discord server. You can find a link for that down below in the description. Super Bowler and Super Hog Rider. I was right. That's what's up. Before we get to the last 3-star of the video, I want to shout out these super thanks from the last video, and it was Australia that stepped up. 3 super thanks from Australia, all $2.99 Australian dollars. Okay, 2 of them was. One of them was just 2, but same deal. Thank you guys so much for the support. One was from Mason, who's the same guy as MASXN from the previous video, so thank you so much for that. Tyler Rose and Sahil Kumar, thank you guys for those super thanks. We also got Will with a $10 super thanks, and Level 2 Phoenix with a $50 super thanks, all for the diaper fund and whatnot. So thank you guys so much for the support. You guys are amazing. If you'd like a shout out in the next video, do send me a super thanks. That is a heart with a $sign down below next to the like button. Let's check out this attack. Okay, so Spoker going in against Jesus or Jesus Fortin. I'm assuming it's Jesus because it's a Spanish speaking, or it looks like it's Spanish. It might be Portuguese. I have a hard time telling those two apart. But Jesus Fortin, that's how I would say it. And this strategy, let me pause it really quickly. It's the same strategy. Okay, so we're going to be able to see the Super Hog Rider once again. So let's break down how this goes down. Once again, bunch of balloons, battle blimp, Warden, sending the battle blimp into the core, ideally getting it near the town hall. And it's probably going to be popped right there. There's the invisibility. Battle Blimp goes down, and there's a beautiful rage spell. And several, oh, there's a clone spell. Okay, so we got cloned super archers in the core. I mean, because there's a lot of important things happening in the core right now. They are targeting all the things. And are there going to be any spells left at the end of this attack? I mean, he's already used all but his poison spell. Wow. Okay, so that is a front-loaded attack strategy right there, because you don't have any spells for the remainder of the attack. That's crazy. Okay, so Queen is going to take out the enemy CC, get a golem kind of protecting the Queen. Nice poison spell to cover the CC as well. These evil mega minions. I don't know if that's what they're called. I should have looked, but yeah. Anyway, backing up just a little bit to make sure I'm in the right place. Yep, everything looks good. King is kind of leading the charge. There's a super wall breaker, breaks us through, and trying to get us toward that scatter shot. And I'm assuming the scatter shot's a major priority. I wish I could get Spoker on the attack and Noob Spookshi, who I'm thinking is, I think they're the same person actually, but I don't want to say unless I'm right, and I don't know 100%. So either way, scatter shot goes down, and once again, I'm just amazed that this strategy does not require any spells. Like you use spells in your CC to gut the core, and it was a major gutting. I mean, the entire town hall went down and a bunch of defenses, but just amazing, just amazing. And notice in this one, he actually deployed all of his super hog riders except for one right off the bat, and there goes one of them right there. Remember, the super hog rider turns into a cleanup troop after he dies, and so he's basically 2 troops. He's probably got a much larger troop capacity, right, or housing space, but obviously works really well to get 2 3-stars in one CWL raid or one CWL war. Pretty nice. So the Hogs are just kind of leading the charge. The Queen and the Royal Champion still alive here. His Queen is not even max, level 88, so 2 levels to go, pretty close. But Queen's ability still going to be very effective. I love the Queen skin. Not a huge fan of the headpiece on the Queen's Champion skin, but still pretty good. And it looks like it's going to be another situation where there's a chance that, yeah, he was going to swag his Queen's ability. Didn't have to use it. He just decided to for the funsies. And there is your third 3-star, guys. So I'm going to leave that army composition up on the screen. Try it out for yourself. And if there are any other strategies that are like maybe totally different from these two, we saw Super Bowler and we saw Super Hog Rider. If there's a variation of another strategy that you have found to work on Town Hall 15s that are decently leveled, obviously they don't have to be maxed out. Very rare do you run into actually fully maxed out Town Hall 15s because it's so expensive and hard to do, right? It takes forever. Trust me, I know. But if you run into any strategies that work for you, let us know down below in the comments. And if you'd like for me to do more videos like this, let me know in the comments. So many things to let me know. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you all next time.